Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while. Hang on, let me just get. Let's just get the gear. Let's just get out gear quickly. I know it's been a while since the last episode. For anyone binge watching this series, but in about 10 or so years, this is it's been about a month since the last episode was uploaded. Not for lack of trying though. Like I just got a bit sidetracked building a lot of farms. If I'm not wrong, the last time you guys saw the world, you would have seen the slime farm setup I've got here, the honey farm setup I've got here, and like the beginning of the storage system I've got down here. I'll go over that in a sec, but here's some other things I've added. I got a sugarcane farm. I got the fastest sugarcane farm technically, because that's just the system. The best. This is the best design I can get on Bedrock. It produces enough sugarcane for me to like work with, so it's probably fast enough. I've got this basic setup for like lava farming, and over here, because I got tired of hunting down sheep every time I needed wool, I set up a sheep farm with almost every color. The only color I'm missing is the cyan dye, which would be this guy over here, because I've got the light blue and dark blue over there, but this guy is supposed to be cyan. And unfortunately, I don't have the dye for that, because I need to first find a sniffer egg, hatch a sniffer, get the sniffer to dig up. I think it's that blue plant. I can't remember what it's called right now, but basically that's a thing. On the other side, I've got a cow farm, which is really just a quick way for me to get a lot of beef and leather very fast. Again, hunting these things down is a problem. Over here, I've got a cooked chicken farm, which just like you saw the chest. It produces a crap ton of feathers and cooked chicken. So my food situation is kind of sorted out. And over here, decided to start a farm. I'm gonna plant a bunch of different crops in each row. Like here I'll have wheat. Here I'll have carrots. Here I'll have potatoes. Here I'll have beetroot. Just one of everything, just for the sake of having it there in the event that I need it. Now, next, you guys know about the iron farm, and you don't know about the sorting system I've got here. Okay, yeah. Also, this dispenser down here, it's linked up to the system and to a water stream system, so that as these sheep eat the grass and get sheared, the all the wool is dropped down into the minecart, into which then gets sucked out by the hoppers underneath it and into this hopper line here, which brings it over to this dispenser here, which then puts it out into this water stream here, which converges back into this stream here over these hoppers, which then go down another set of hoppers. I got too many hoppers out here, guys. Honestly. And then each of these hoppers goes into these chests. Now, for the majority of them, up to about the slime blocks, I've got item filters in. The rest right now is currently just overflow for everything else. So, and down there is where I'm planning to move the storage system later. Because as it is now, it's good because for the basic setup, like it is definitely holding all the resources that I'm farming and producing at the moment. But for in future, it's going to become slightly ineffective for quantity wise. So I plan to move the entire system down there. And these are my pets at the moment. I've got a cat. As soon as I buy some name tags from like my villagers up there, I'm going to name this one Garfield, and I'm going to name this one Mittens, because kind of looks like he's got gloves on. And then these are my two wolves, because for some reason apparently the retextures for wolves do not apply on Bedrock, or maybe I'm wrong and there's something wrong with my client side. Who knows? But in any case, guys, so that is this so far. The besides all of this, like I've also got a dispenser setup that dispenses the iron from down there. And in here, I've had to resort to drastic measures because trying to trade with these guys when they won't stay in one place is a pain. So I ended up imprisoning all of them. Yeah, this is basically how I'm getting all my armor and everything. I will also inform you that, guys, that like I have changed around my mods a bit, so I do still have the brewing tooltip helper, the villager trade helper. I got a lot of mods. I think I'll leave a link to the mod to a drive folder that will have the mod packs in them down in the description, but we'll see about that. So, what's the plan for today? Well, for over the next couple of weeks, I am still planning to build a couple more farms. Firstly, I need a raid farm because again, I need emeralds, I need totems of undying because I have died so many times falling off this base of mine. It is absurd. I swear, guys. Like, no. I'm also going to redo this farm a bit. I found an easier version that does still use the oozing potion, the oozing splash potion, and I was thinking, if couldn't I make oozing tipped arrows instead of an oozing splash potion because it works faster. It's also going to be the arrows over splash potions is also going to be a key thing for my trading hall that I'm going to set up with the villagers later. So yeah, keep that in mind. Keep it in the back of your mind. And over here, like, I think I finally gotten the system to work, but I'm not entirely sure. The way I've currently got it set up now is it's a comparator set to subtract being observed by these observers here, which then runs out into a redstone line behind them, which runs up here, which is then, as you saw these torches over here, should trigger the torches, which should trigger the dispenser, which should dispense a bottle, which should be dispensed in front of the. It's not a hive. The hives are what I got in the chest. B block, whatever this thing is. My brain stopped braining for a second, guys. Sorry. And then, of course, over here we have got a moss farm. Honestly, I'm going to probably repurpose this, build something similar to this, but to produce nothing but cobblestone and stone. Like, technically I only need to build one for the thing. So yeah, but that's generally the plan for right now. So you see, I've got this set up here. Basically, it's an infinite stone generator with a moss block that is permanently just constantly being bone milled, which causes the bone meal to spread around, and thus abracadabra, I suddenly have a lot of bone meal, which is then funneled down into a hopper minecart that's on a rail on top of another set of hoppers over a composter down there, which collects all of these compostable blocks. Technically compostable items, because I don't think seeds count as a block. Okay, yeah, it collects compostable items, funnels them down there, and they get composted and turned into bone meal, which is part of what I use to fuel the entire system over there. Wow, I am off my game. It's gonna take a while for me to get used to this again. Right, the sugarcane farm. Oh my soul, that took too long. So, best I can say, guys, is welcome back. Like, I'm gonna try and put out more episodes more often now. So I hope you guys can come along for the ride. So the plan for this video is we're going to take a trip. Actually, I'm going to need to come down here and just get a couple emeralds. Let's go talk to the cartographer villager. Basically, I'm hoping that he can give me a map or two to a trial chamber or something, so that I can, go do the trial chamber. I know I have a map, but that's like back at the starter hut I made, so that's like kind of far. I really don't want to go all the way back there. That's an empty map. That's a desert village map, jungle explorer map, trial explorer map. Wow, that is far down, way down there. Okay, so. Whoops, that was a mistake. Okay, I need to trade paper with you. Thankfully, I got an overpowered sugarcane farm. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly trade with this guy, get the maps. I think I'll trade him to master level, and then I'll get back to you guys. Hang on. Oh wait, before I do, like, cut away, or like just stop the recording quickly. Dang it! You guys probably noticed the square in the top left corner. Yeah, I kind of had an issue with like setting up the stone generator here. Like, it would break every time I left a certain area. I think it was because I built it like on a chunk border or something at one point, because it was originally over here. So, but then I had to move it there because that was a better space. Plus, here I can set up something else, like maybe a tree farm or something. So yeah, I should probably get down there and get my gear. I would take the water stream right now, but that's gonna be a bit too slow. So I'm just gonna use gravity. And right, the other thing I was gonna say, do you guys think it's cheating if a player plays the game, like, no, they used to playing vanilla, but then they use these farms? I don't think it's cheating. Honestly, I think it makes the game a lot more fun, because like it's like trying to solve a puzzle. Like, you've got a problem, here's a solution. You need to customize it to your specific setup, which is kind of what I've done here. But okay, right. I'm getting off track again. I'm getting off track. The other thing I wanted to ask you guys is, should I actually just gear up completely, like max enchantments and everything, and then just make a dozen sets of that armor? Because trust me, I've been playing this game for a while now, so I know dang well that I'm going to end up stuck in a very problematic situation. I came back here and didn't even get the paper. Wow. Okay, so basically, I've been thinking that if I have multiple sets of perfect gear, like max enchanted, netherite, all of that, like, I should be fine. Yeah, here's the sugarcane. Because think about it, if I have at least a minimum of a dozen sets of this overpowered gear, that's just got all the enchantments that are like necessary, like aqua affinity, protect all the different types of protections and everything, like just basically getting good and at the game. Would that be considered cheating if I do that before I go in the end raid, before I go and raid this trial chamber, like all of it? What do you guys think? Okay, let me know down in the let me know in the comments, because yes, I did stutter there. I've got an issue with it. Just please don't say anything. I want to know, should I continue with that as like my plan? Just get all the gear netherrited up, get it protection, get all the different protections I need, so that I am fully ready. I am geared up and I'm ready for the fight. So, what do you think? Because I think in the order that I'm going to do these things is, in this episode, I think I'm going to raid a trial chamber, probably one nearby, because like these villages are the villagers from that village. Technically, I was able to save one of them after an incident. Basically, I forgot about a key point of the game, and even ended up leaving the trapdoor open. Baby zombie got into the breeder that was on the ground, and I ended up with a ton of zombies. Like, I couldn't win that fight. I lost my gear, I lost my food, I lost a lot of stuff that day. So I thought maybe I should get fully geared up, and then nope, wrong tangent, Jordan. Wrong tangent, Titan. So I thought maybe if I have full gear and everything, I can be ready for the fight. So what I'm thinking of doing is, like I've explained, I'm gonna gear up completely, get max gear and everything, and then go for the trial chambers. And then after that, we'll be going to the ocean monuments. Why the ocean monument? Because Okay, possibly the Ocean Monument. Maybe I'll use Chunk Base and find a Pillager Outpost. Then we can go and attack that too. And I can just, do some ROG type exploring for the world. I don't think you guys have actually seen much of the world. You've just mostly seen the bases and stuff. So I think that works. What do you guys think? I'll get back to you guys as soon as I have the maps. I'll be out, guys. The other thing is, like, one of the main points that I have. One of the things that I know is, okay, not know. One of the things I do have already is a Ocean Monument Explorer map from the first set of villages I had that was on the ground. Like, actually, I think I should show you guys what it looks like down there. Where's my food? I'm going to die. I just looked at my health. Oh my. Also, check this out. Like, a cool thing that was recently added to the Bedrock version of the game is that now I can just set up a button that will let me change my FOV. No, not FOV, POV. Like, I keep catching myself on this, and I didn't on the last one. Doesn't that just suck? Okay, but in any case, like, over here, check. You guys remember? There's the portal. There's the bamboo, which is growing well. Ignore the creeper holes. I'll fill them in later. Over here, no, not over here. No, wait, yes, over here. Like, this entire area was where I was fighting for my life. Basically, this is the entrance, right? Okay, it's a regular day. I enter the farm. Bam, a billion zombies right here. I get jumped. A zombie grabs all of my gear. I now have to fight this zombie and try and keep all of the others in there. Needless to say, that didn't work, because then like, I'm spending the entire in-game day trying to fight them, and then I come over here thinking I can lure the one in my armor out, and bam, creeper dead. Okay, and come back. I'm looking for the one that has my armor. Bam, creeper dead. Then I just think, okay, that armor's lost. Let me try and keep all of them in here. Then I run into the farm, and oh no, there are baby villager zombies in here, like multiple. I think there were 3, 2 or 3. I can't remember clearly right now. So I'm fighting for my life there. Bam, I'm dead again. Then I'm over here, and then I respawn up there. I come down here. I find all of the zombies have coalesced outside of here, and then I just decide, okay, no. I bridge out that way with some wood blocks that I had up there inside the storage system, and I just jump off, and then I fight them off one by one. I had to kill all of them. I couldn't save a single one. I probably could have made some boats, but by the time the sun rose, it was too late. So, yeah, that was the situation. Now I'm gonna get back to trading. I'm gonna get the Trial Explorer map, possibly a Woodland Explorer map if I can, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, catch you in a bit. Okay. Okay, we've got everything now. I've got the maps. I got an ender chest that I'm gonna bring with me. I should probably grab the maps before I forget them. Okay, so now I've got 2 maps, and this one is the one I got from the original set of villages. So the good news is the trial chamber is close to the village. It's like right in that direction over there. So great. But now I'm curious. Okay, yeah. That is like in a completely different direction. Oh, well, just hell with me, I guess. Okay. Moving like this doesn't affect it. Moving like that does, which means, okay, so to get to where that is, I would have to move this in this direction. I think. I swear this damn platform's gonna kill me. It's gonna be the death of me. Okay. Other things I should probably bring with me. A couple buckets of milk for obvious reasons. Any potion effects that get a hold of me are going to cause trouble, so gonna need a way to make sure that that isn't a problem. I'm just gonna have to grab some food, so I'm gonna take a bunch of the cooked chicken I got access to. But this is actually kind of great, since I have multiple types of now maps. Okay, since I have different types of maps, that just actually makes things a lot easier. Because this is what I'm going to first, cause it's just, I mean, it's right there. Like, why waste our time? Okay, couple stacks of chicken, just for good measure, and also because this bread really doesn't cut it. Like, I need something that's gonna keep me going for a bit. So I'm gonna just put all of these away. Yeah, just because it's gonna give me a way to kind of survive. I'm gonna keep the basics on me. I'm not even sure if I really need the shield. If I really need the shield, I barely use it anyway. My armor ain't looking too hot. I'm gonna grab some emeralds and replace my helmet. Everything else seems pretty okay-ish, so I should be fine. Besides, I got this. Besides, my tools are fine. I got looting on this. I got looting on this thing, and that's more than I need. Plus, now we're gonna go over there. What else could I possibly need? Oh, torches. We definitely need torches. My plan is already to use some wool to like. Wait, why did I come in here? Right, helmet. Armor is over here. The idea is for me to end up to make sure to. My plan is to go down there with enough gear, and a protection 2 helmet should suffice. Okay, and drop that off here. Ooh, the system's getting backed up. Yeah, it might cause a problem soon. Just run the dispensers for a sec. Okay, among other things I need, I'm gonna grab some red wool and some green wool. A stack of each should be fine. This is gonna help me mark the paths that I have traveled through as we're going through the trial chamber. So should can't hurt. It's just, where are my sticks? Ugh, I really need to go through the system again. Okay, they're probably up here. Yeah, while I was running the farms and everything, and just waiting for my villagers to refresh so that I could farm, so that I could just get better, get newer trades, so that I can get newer stuff. I actually just started sorting out my sorting system, which I'm not sure I can call it anymore because the system was not really sorting much. Okay, no, looks like this is all we're working with. That's fine. This will be fine. This will cover us. Okay, that leaves us with an ender chest, our helmet, and this one can get sent back. The wool we need. We've got the map. I honestly can't think of anything else, so let's hop into this. And I'll get to you guys when we're over there. Okay, so we should be in the right spot now. I'm just gonna have to tunnel my way down until we hit a trial chamber, or I start finding copper blocks. I'm not entirely sure if those two are differ in any significant way, but I do need this tunnel to not be painful to go down, so I'm gonna have to be careful about how I do this, or at least just remember that I need to dig one block at a time in a specific, I wouldn't say pattern, but as long as I am still on the trial chamber there, then I know I'm more or less in the right spot. Honestly, ambient lighting and ambient torch light should be a thing that we have here, that we have in the vanilla game. Doesn't feel like that should be a modded thing. I feel like they've done the Mojang has done a lot with ray tracing and the graphics engine of the game in general. That by now they should have gotten that right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overestimating what a single company can do with a game, but I feel like it's one of those things that we all ask for, but probably I won't ever get. So, kind of want to be angry about it, but at the same time, I kind of can't. Oh wow, just a straight drop, isn't it? Okay, cool. That actually might make this easier if I don't have to mine as much. I will have to like make some way to identify that this is the way out of the cave. Otherwise, your Titan's gonna be stuck. Okay, now I'm in a cave. I see iron, which is a thing, but not something I'm focusing on right now. My bigger priority, I might grab it on my way out. Nope. Okay, just come up here, please. Okay, at what Y level is the dang thing anyway? Like, I'm not going to be impressed if I'm digging all the way down, only to find out, no, it's nowhere near me. It's so far below me, in fact, I couldn't have reached it in a single day. Like, come on. I get that Mojang's trying to like make the game more fun for people who want to play it as like adventure only, but they make adventure maps for that. This should not be it. The Wukong map that I played a while back was a good example of this. Like, you can make a good map, a good adventure style map, and then integrate it into the story, but you need to have a story. Not that that has anything to do with the wire levels of any of the stuff here. I am not looking forward to when I end up going hunting through the deep dark for the Swift Sneak enchantment, because believe you me, I will be getting that enchantment. It's kind of like a requirement for the game at this point. Like, it is an enchantment that lets you sneak fast. Like, I know it's not what we wanted them to add to the game. Like, seriously, there's a whole wiki page of lists with things that we've wanted Mojang to add to the game. I know the building community definitely wants vertical slabs, because, well, it would add a new dimension to how they're able to build. So I can get that. Like, they want Mojang to add something that's going to improve how they play the game, or at least improve what they can and can't do in the game already. So I can get behind that. I would be impressed by the size of this cave if it wasn't currently just stopping me, and anything that stands in my way is an enemy, so can't have that. Okay, I'm gonna just cut to when we actually get to the trial chamber, because this is gonna be ridiculous. We're here. Right, just around this corner is the fight of my life. Now the problem is there's an order to which that you have to do these chambers in, and it's gonna be a bit difficult for me to make sure I get that right. So I need to find the starter room, which is gonna be a bit tricky, because I also don't want to set anything off. The second something is set off here, I'm in trouble. Okay, so you're the breeze. Okay, yes, there's no time for my own plans. Come on, where are you? Okay. Oh, those are breeze rods. Cool. Okay, I'm guessing that's the trial spawner. Okay. That was a close one. Okay, yikes. The fact that this hasn't dropped anything yet means that its mobs are still somewhere around here. Okay, not sure if you came from the spawner or not, but you seem to be an issue. Ironically, this is the one time where Bane of Arthropods would be useful. The looting enchantment is definitely helpful a bit right now. Probably, maybe should I have brought shears with me? Okay, yeah, no, turn that back on. That's a trial key. And you're a spider. Please tell me that was the last thing I had to deal with. Yes, it was. Okay, cool. What is my difficulty set to? I feel, yeah, it's set to hard. I'm not gonna say it because I know I'm gonna end up jinxing myself. Okay, you are disabled. Disabled. I took out you. Those are fire charges. Yeesh. And those are snowballs. Why though? Okay, did you? Okay, there we go. That was a consumable. It was a potion. Not sure what potion it was though. Potion of swiftness. That might help me out a bit. Okay, that's a vault. I'm not gonna open that now. I still need to figure out how to get to the starting room here. Like this is not gonna work for me. Where the hell am I? What the? Okay, so apparently I brought a bed for nothing. I guess. Let's turn the lights on in this place. Okay, back out here. I feel like there should be a similar mechanic in like the end fortress. Yeah, I'm not even sure if that's what it's technically supposed to be called. Fountain. Oh no. Okay, that's another breeze down. My health is also down. The fact that I just got run up on by what is essentially a sentient flippin' twister is hilarious. Why am I shedding some light on some things? I would like. Okay, if this is the fountain entrance, is maybe through here. Please be through here. It is great. It makes this a lot easier. Because it means from here on out now I can actually just raid the trial chamber like a normal person. I am definitely chopping down that tree though. I'm gonna need the chests. Okay. How do I get up? I feel like I should be able to get up there. One of the more tragic things is when you think you know what you're doing, only to realize you are missing some key components for what you want to be doing. For instance, I want to be running through stuff, but I don't have a crafting table. That is gonna be a problem. I mean, props to Mojang though, they nailed the feel of the place. Like, just creepy. Okay. But let's get these all polished up so that I can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm not about to deal with regular mobs spawning in here. Cleaning all these up actually will help a bit later, because now I know that I've been through this room because it's lit up. I think I'm gonna do the same in all the other rooms too. Just brighten up the place a bit, you know? Make it less murdery. Okay, what's on the top? What's on the next floor? Okay, oh sweet, these are the copper grenades. Copper grates. That's an ominous trial vault. I can't do anything about that yet. So firstly, I need an ominous potion, and I have not yet set up a raid farm to produce those. Yeah, but trust me, as soon as I do set up the raid farm, like, I will be coming back here to run an ominous trial chamber. Unless I get the heavy core now, which would be an insane feat of luck. I do not think that was actually a spawner. Either way, they can't get to me here, so I'm more or less safe. I just have to stay up here and hopefully not trigger any more spawners that might be hidden around the room. Yeah, this isn't gonna be easy. Oh my soul. Dang, you got some range on you, don't you? Okay, light these up quickly so that I can get down there and get to the actual trial chamber raid, which needs me to fight these guys. Die, please. Oh wow, you got back up here first. Get my health back up. I need my health back up. Okay, no, I was on like the third layer. This is the second one. I'm gonna break these pots in a sec. Just hang on. That actually would explain why it triggered. Like, I was high up enough for it to trigger, but just not enough for it to, like, ignore my existence. Like, I was in its range basically. Okay, yeah, you're still going. That means that last skeleton is still somewhere down there. Probably right under me, honestly. I can never figure out how their pathfinding works. Like, is their objective just move to the nearest player and then eliminate them? No, there they are. Yeah, got you. Okay. That Please don't tell me that all these barrels are just full of honeycomb and stuff. That will not be funny. That will honestly be kind of infuriating. By which I mean I might have to start a couple of wars. Okay, what did I get out of this? Another key? Yes. Hey, that's a record. I don't think I have any records yet. I'm taking the candles. Just... that might come in handy for the other problem I have, you know. My bright idea of coming in here completely prepared with absolutely nothing. So I might have to travel around fully loaded, mind you, for a while. And then just inevitably get everything I need. Like just enough wood basically. I don't think any of these pots have dropped a pottery shard yet. Shard, I really don't care. End of the day, they're gonna serve the same purpose. Oh wait, no, one did. Yeah, I'm going to have to just toss all the bows. They're not really gonna help me now. I saw that. Nope, I already opened that. Okay. What, you? That's another shard. Still want to know I am curious why Mojang didn't just decide to go with the obvious thing and just have them be called shards. Or is it actually the correct etymology, or whatever the term is, to call them shards and not shards? I'm not an archaeologist, and I don't know any archaeologists, so I'm gonna need people in the comment section to explain that to me. I'm not sure how that generates the way it did. Okay, that's everything on this floor. There's nothing up there to loot, which means I'm down here now. Oh my soul, there was a light in the fountain. What the? What is that? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to stick all of this stuff inside a chest. Yeah. Didn't think this through very much. Okay. Three shards. That's pretty good, honestly. Don't think I want to need a shovel anymore here. What is that? I've never seen that before. Oh, it's chisel tough. Doesn't seem so tough to me. The bad jokes continue. That's a lot of honeycomb, and that's a lot of arrows. All of this is just gonna end up as junk inside my storage system. I hope you guys just know that. I just said I should probably put the keys somewhere safe, and I proceed to continue walking around with them. Yep, no, only you, Titan, only you. Oh wow, there are still pots down here that I didn't even see. More honeycomb. Okay, I get that there's a lot of copper in this place, but for the love of all that's good, can we please stop with the copper? Apparently we won't be stopping with the copper. Okay. No, I need that. Are there any more? Yes, there are. I'm getting a surprising number of emeralds out of this too. So, can just add that back into my farm. So, either way, this is not a loss. This entire process has not been a loss. I mean, it's a loss on food and time, sure, but definitely not a loss. I got a bunch of breeze rods. if I can, I feel like I should get some wind charges while I'm in here. Nope. Nope. That just screams trouble. What's the point of these? Okay, parkour. Okay, yeah, this is the room I came through already. Let's turn on the lights. What's you? Okay, that's an ominous trial vault. I don't have the key for it, and I don't have the patience for it either. I think one of the best facts I know about this game is that for some reason, when Mojang designed the trial chambers, they accounted for people who might try and cheat in like trial keys. No, like there's a pseudo link between the spawners and the trial chamber and the vault that kind of prevents that, like the ability to just cheat in a couple of keys with commands or something, and then still get the rewards that you don't deserve. There should be a light here for this. So I feel like that was probably a good choice on their part. It definitely keeps people from messing up the game. Oh, okay, I see. As you're jumping along these pillars, it's supposed to try and shoot you off. Yeah. Oops. Guess I ruined that. Or did I technically beat it? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Over time, these copper bulbs are going to reoxidize. I could go around just deoxidizing everything, but too much time. Was that it? Okay, I'm done with this room. So just need to like find the entrance again and then mark this off as cleared. Okay, back out. Which is upstairs? No way. Okay, I am down here now. I will not. I'm going to roll all of those keys at the same time. I feel like I'm going around in circles, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going around in circles. Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, you're green, meaning you have been cleared. Cool. Right now I'm up here in what I'm calling this the barracks. That's gonna be helpful. That's gonna be helpful. Gonna have to make a couple of trips when I'm done with all this. I know some people refer to raiding the end as end raids. Would this technically be considered a trial run? Also, does Bedrock not have the same achievements like one-to-one as Java? Because I know that that on Java you get a kind of achievement for making it in here. I didn't see any achievement come through for me, so maybe it's just a game type thing. Oh my. Okay. Guess we're fighting again. One of the best parts about shields is that it definitely makes it easier to deal with stuff like skeletons. Sure, you can shoot at me all you want, pal, but at the end of the day, I can block it and you send it right back to you. Now, where did you spawn from? Can't be far. Can't be behind these doors either. Okay, it's probably up there with the spider webs. Cobwebs, I mean. You know what? Does anyone actually call them cobwebs? I feel like I feel like every YouTube channel I know that has ever played Minecraft just refers to them as spiderwebs. Not sure if that's really a block of iron. Yeah, like I need a block of iron right now. And then what's new? Ominous fault. Okay, back through we go. Come on, light up this entire ground floor before I take a single step to an elevated level. I have lit up this entire ground floor. Great. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, 3 floors per antechamber. Ugh, the stuttering, I swear. Yep, here we go. Okay. Does the non-aggression pact for spiders apply even to things that even to mobs that came out of spawners and stuff? Because that's currently what I'm seeing, and it's confusing to me. Because why would it? Like cave spiders will attack you regardless, but regular spiders are only supposed to attack you if you attack them first. And you guys just saw, like, that's more or less what happened. So long as I didn't touch them, they probably would have left me alone. But then I couldn't get the trial key, so peace was never an option. I know where that last spider is. I saw him down there. It's just gonna take a bit. Where did that skeleton come from? Was he an honest to goodness natural spawn? Oh wow. Who gave you the run around, didn't I? Cool. I think that's all of them. Let's go check. I feel like this is what Minecraft wanted to do with the dungeons originally. Like, you know, the kind that just have a mob spawn in them. They wanted to do this, but I guess they just couldn't figure out how to do it properly the first time around. They eventually got there, don't get me wrong. It just took them a bit to get the balance right for how a mechanic like this would even work. Because think about it, you can have dungeons that people just raid, but if it just comes down to get the chests and you're good, that doesn't really make for a fun game, right? I can kind of figure out why Notch wouldn't have done that. And another thing that I really wish they kept would have been like an homage to the nether reactors. Okay, at some point I'm gonna have to break these grates and see what's going on the other side. Okay. Okay. I feel like I've been here before. Have I been here before? Yeah, I'm not taking that chance. Try again. Over there, come on. I can't tell if I've been here before. Maybe I've been here before. I'm so lost. Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? No, just let me out of there before I end up incredibly lost, more so than I already am. I'm just breaking pots, stealing bricks, and gonna continue from there. We're just gonna work with what we know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or in this case, if it is broke, leave it alone. Okay, got you. And up we go. Up we go. Come on. I will go through all the loot at a later point. Right now, that was a whole block of diamond. Oh my soul, oh my soul, oh my soul. That is a diamond. Cool. You guys probably don't get why I'm reacting the way I am. Yeah, I got blocks of everything else, but caving for diamonds has been counterproductive for me, essentially. I've lost more diamonds going caving than I have made going caving. Kind of why I rely on villagers for all my trades and stuff. At least I know the villagers. Oh wow, I got a block of emerald too. Didn't even notice that. No. The loot that you get out of this is definitely 1,000 times better than what you would have gotten out of anything else. It's just honest fact at this point. What else is down there? What else is up here? Why are there so many doors? You know what? No. Hey, things to do later. Things to do later. We are not dealing with that now. We are not ready for that now. Okay, is there a ladder? Is there a ladder somewhere that side? There has to be, otherwise how would you get up there? Okay, apparently there doesn't have to be. Okay, what's down here? Y'all next. In you, couple of ender pearls, scaffolding. Not bad loot, honestly. I feel like the loot table is reasonably fair. First, like, okay, as from a lore perspective, you would definitely not expect. You would definitely expect something from like this to be in here, because this isn't supposed to be a tomb or anything. It's actually supposed to be like a training ground. If you've seen the game theory videos about the potential lore of Minecraft. Yes, torches. Like there's some things in the game that you don't enjoy until you realize exactly how useful they are. For instance, resources. Let's go. Is that it? Nope. Still got more. Okay. I think that should be everything here that I haven't gone through a door to get yet. I should probably mark those doors now that I think about it. Making sure I know I haven't gone through them yet. Okay. And now I block off this with a unique set, telling me there are still things to be done there. Now I'm wondering, are there any doors through in this chamber that I haven't gone through that I should eventually go through? There's the ladder missing there, ladder piece essentially. Come on. Doesn't look like there's any doors and things here. Cool. I don't have to. Okay, cool. That means I can actually fully lock that section down. There's nothing that I can get out of going through there. So we trudge on. Okay, now we have to go down the one side I really didn't want to go down. No, wait, we were already through there. Okay, so up we go. Okay, there's nothing I can do there either. Okay, through. What's behind? Door. I left pots behind. I'm not paying enough attention. The side. Yes, I did. Honestly, the pots kind of blend in, which is a brilliant design choice now that I think about it. Like, you could do a lot of hidden puzzle rooms if you know how to just hide something at the right angle. You don't even have to hide it perfectly, just angle it in the right position that they won't notice. Not sure if that was Mojang's thought process, but it's definitely a good thought process. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not walking around with anything valuable. I'm not crazy. I need that. I'm going to desperately need it in a second. Okay, next up, door number 1. Let's see what you got for me. Okay. I need to remember to light up these lamps as I go down. Ow. Okay, that's a lamp. This kind of feels ominous. Get it? Yeah, that's an ominous bottle. That is like high up there on the list of things I really honestly didn't want to find. I might be doing that ominous run of this entire vault a lot sooner than we all expected, guys. But that does look like it's the end of this, so back up. Tend to head back up top. Yeah, close the copper door in your face, Jordan. Come on. Yeah, close the copper door in your face, Titan. Come on. Yeah, close the copper door in your face, Titan. Come on. Okay, 1 down. Next up. Is this just gonna be a similar setup to that? Like, I go down and just get a chest? Because then it is increasingly more and more like a dungeon rather than a trial chamber. Because a trial normally means you're being tested or examined for something. Arrow of poison. An unbreaking 1 and power 3 bow. Cool. Power 1 bow. Actually, does power 3 exist as an enchantment? We'll find out eventually, I guess. When I'm busy setting up god armor. Not armor to fight God, but like armor that's gonna make dealing with a dragon. I think the dragon's name was Evelyn, if I'm not wrong, right? There's a fun lore fact for you. The dragon has a name.